Hey guys, APOC here, and we just finished our 9-win epic challenge. And today we're going to be showing off a few decks that you could be playing in your own epic challenge or future grand or classic challenges. This video is going to be part of my new tier list that is coming out hopefully on Clash Royale Arena today. So make sure you check that out as well. The link will be posted in the description as soon as it is up. So first, we're going to start with this Lava Balloon Beatdown deck using Goblin Gang and Skarmy for defense. Then we're going to go into this Golem Lightning deck to also show you another beatdown with Elixir Collector and Baby Dragon. And finally, we're going to do our Hog Lumberjack deck, which we've had a lot of success with recently. So why don't we check into those replays? Okay, so we open up this with not the best starting hand. So we're going to open up with a Mega Minion in the back. Because he dropped a Golem in the back and our Mega Minion's not going to do much, we're going to go with an aggressive Balloon followed up with Lightning hopefully. But when he played those Elite Barbs, we didn't need to Lightning. Instead, we were just going to use our Skeleton Army on those Elite Barbs, and that gives it a nice counter. Mega Minion did do some damage to the Golem, but not very much, and died to his tower. He had arrows to stop the Skarmy, and then that lets our Goblin Gang clean up his Golem. So since we're full on Elixir, we're going to go with an aggressive Hound to be supported by these Goblins, which he uses an Electro Wizard, not very effectively because those goblins are still alive. We dropped a Mega Minion to get towards them, and that Mega Minion winds up cleaning up the Witch. And now we got our Lob Pups right on the tower, dealing a lot of damage. Okay, and those Lava Pups are going to take him all the way down to under 100 life. We used our Skarmy to clean up his, and here we go. And he actually just sacrifices the tower and lets the Skarmy kill it. Now I did play a Baby Dragon in the back here. That wasn't correct. The Baby Dragon should have been on the other side of the tower, looking back at it. But it does sit on the Golem. But Baby Dragon's damage is pretty low. And if I remember, he does like run away as he gets out of range. Okay, so he drops Valkyrie followed up with Elite Barbs. Our Mega Minion cleans that up, and then Skeleton Army plus Goblin Gang clean up the Barbs, and then move on to clean up the Golem. Meanwhile, his tower is getting beaten down by this Lava Hound very slowly. But we'll use the we'll use the Lightning to finish off the Witch and take the tower. And here we are with an aggressive Hound going for the 3 crown. So he doesn't have a lot of air defense. So he just kind of played his Valkyrie, the hope of taking it with it. His Elite Barbs are running away, still trying to take our Mega Minion and Baby Dragon with them, but the Skeleton Army puts an end to that, and that's going to be the end to this. So a 3-1 victory versus Inuyasha. Okay. So next we're going to take a look at this Golem Beatdown. With Golem Beatdown, you're almost always going to need to pump up and then have your Golem supported with Lightning, especially if they have an Inferno Tower. It's difficult to get your Electro Wizard to stop the Inferno Tower. It's always a bonus if it does, but it usually doesn't, because they'll do everything in their power to make sure that the Electro Wizard doesn't make it. And being on their side of the map, you don't have control over that. So what you do have control over is lightning it down to make sure that we can reach the tower and get all of our support units there. So let's check that out next. Okay. So we do have a good starting hand. Our starting hand does include Pump. and skeleton, so that we could support it, so we can protect our pump if they did have a miner or something like that. So he gives us a nice free elixir by not playing anything at the start, and then opens up with fire spirits and electro wizard in the back, making a big push. So I dropped my skeletons right on top of those fire spirits so that they all trigger without making it to the tower. And the Mega Minion cleans up. Then we have a small little counterattack here, which he spends 5 elixir on defending with an Inferno Tower. With the Inferno Tower up, I don't really want to run my Golem into an Inferno Tower, so I decided to just play the Electro Wizard in the back, allowing us to get a second pump. So now we're already tied in elixir here, plus we have 2 pumps, so we're in really good shape. So we'll distract that mini P.E.K.K.A, make sure it doesn't hit the tower, and then these guys will just eat the fire spirits and go and be sent to the next life. Now we have our Golem set up in the back. Golem can eat the fire spirits with no problem. So he Electro Wizards in the back. We're going to support our Golem with the Electro Wizard while we're still pumping up. Now we have a baby dragon. I was a little bit slow on this log, didn't see the Skarmy before. And you can have better placement on that lightning, but it still served the purpose. As we got 2 skeletons, baby dragon, and golemite on the tower. Already dealt half the damage. Now there's a furnace in the middle that we're just going to take out with our Electro Wizard. That's going to allow us to reset. So we're basically tied with elixir here. So Mega Minion will clean up the mini P.E.K.K.A, allows us to pump up once again. Okay, so we're going to do a slightly forward Golem so that it can prevent any support units from hitting the tower. Use skeletons to clean up the hog, plus an Electro Wizard. Then our Electro Wizard will clean up his. So now we're already ready for this lightning. Waiting for that Inferno Tower. There it is. And we get a beautiful value lightning hitting the Inferno Tower, furnace, and the tower. And that leaves him with nothing on the board while we have a Mega Minion, Baby Dragon, and a low Golem. Clean up the Skarmy, and that's the end of his tower. We're full on life, so we just play the Electro Wizard in the back in case he hogs. And that's a nice 1-0 win. Okay, let's go into that final one. So, unfortunately, I do not have the best starting hand again. I don't have a Hog Rider. So we're just gonna cycle the skeletons and see what he plays. So he leads with a wizard. A wizard is a nice, juicy 5 elixir target that gives me a 500 damage, pretty much free rocket, 1 elixir rocket. So he plays witch, which is another rocket target. So we clean up the miner with our lumberjack. The Electro Wizard and the lumberjack then finish off the witch. We got a nice counter push going once we drop our hog. Now we have a raged hog, raged Electro Wizard, beating down his tower, beating down his P.E.K.K.A. Okay, so we're going to Princess, start AoEing them down. Use our skeletons to help out. And then another Electro Wizard plus the Princess to finish off the P.E.K.K.A. without getting hit. He arrows. And now we're at another wizard that's on the tower. He's pretty low on elixir here. So we'll use the lumberjack at the bridge, the goblin gang on the miner, and turn that into a nice counter push, which he doesn't have the elixir to defend, and that's going to give us the first tower of the game. He drops a late witch, which the raged goblins just crush, keeping us at a big elixir advantage. because now we don't have to respond to the witch. So we're up a whole 5 elixir, and now we got a hog rider and a princess on his base, and he's in trouble. I wasn't sure if he just gave up or wasn't sure what to do. So instead he just waits till full elixir and does a P.E.K.K.A. in the back. Because P.E.K.K.A.'s in the back, we lumberjack right at the attack spot and get right on the tower. And that makes tower number 2 of the game. Now we have a nice juicy clump. Get rid of both wizards and a lot of the life on the P.E.K.K.A. And that's the end of that push. Now that we're starting our next push, we'll clean up this witch with our remaining troops, as well as the Electro Wizard with our lumberjack. And now we got our trio back of lumberjack, hog, and Electro Wizard on the tower, and we finish this off for a nice 3-0 win. So that was the end of my epic challenge. I hope you enjoyed these decks, and these are decks that you guys can definitely use for your own challenges. I've tested them, and I've gotten 12 wins with all 3. I'm currently mostly playing my hog lumberjack deck, as I do feel that I have the most consistent wins with that one. And I would say second would be the golem beatdown. So once again, later today, there's going to be my new tier list is going to be updated, and I'll post a link to that in the description. I hope you enjoyed this, and good luck in your challenges.